Moment of truth. Yeah, buddy.
What is up, YouTube? Okay, guys, I know this episode is coming out pretty soon after I just launched the other one, but in the comments, a lot of people reached out to me after the last video and were concerned about my macro setup and that I wasn't going to achieve true ketosis. Thank you, everybody, for commenting, by the way. You have to always be willing to take constructive criticism, no matter what. If you want to improve yourself as a person with everything you do, you really need to learn to take that criticism and grow from it. You can't just treat everybody as a hater. Not everybody's out to hurt you. Some people just want to help you grow. So thank you, everybody that commented, by the way, and thank you for everybody that emailed me with your advice and stuff. I really took it to heart. I appreciate it. So macros have changed. I am now going to be following a IIFYM approach to keto dieting, and my macros are going to be 120 grams fat, 185 grams protein, and under 20 grams of carbs. That still keeps me at 1900 calories like my last meal plan, but we've shifted, we've dropped the protein, and then we have raised the fat. My biggest concern, the reason my macros were the way they were, like I said in the last video, I wanted to minimize the amount of muscle loss while I cut. And keto, from what I've read, isn't the best diet for sparing your muscle on a cut. So in a nutshell, I've readjusted everything, and based on some of the research I've done and people pointed me to really good articles and really good people that are very well versed on ketogenic diets, I went ahead and watched some of their YouTube videos and stuff, and what I've gathered is that if your protein is too high, right, your body will go into a process called gluconeogenesis, where it'll actually take that protein and convert it into carbohydrates, into glucose, for energy. So your body never truly goes into ketosis, and your body never actually shifts over to using fat for fuel. It'll just kind of grind that protein out and turn it into carbohydrates. So we obviously don't want that to happen, and I really want to go into true ketosis, so I give you guys the best look at exactly how this diet works. So in a nutshell, like I said, macros have changed, and I just wanted to put this out so you guys didn't think I was following that plan for the first week or whatever. And you guys seen my weigh-in in the intro, already down 7 pounds plus. That's like 7.5 or 6. I don't know, I'm on camera right now, I don't have the exact numbers, but I'm down at least 7 pounds, I know that already. Now, the cheat meals were crazy that I had a terrible weekend, so a lot of that was water and bullcrap. So don't think I just started keto and dropped 7 pounds right away, because that's not what happened. I just flushed all the crap out, and as I'm lifting, I am depleting my glycogen stores in my muscles, right? Carbohydrates replenish those. Well, I don't have any carbohydrates, so I'm losing water weight and I'm losing glycogen, and it's just causing me to drop weight pretty quick. It'd be nice if you could lose 7 pounds realistically in that time frame, but that just is not how it works. And one thing I wanted to touch on real quick was the side effects I'm experiencing. So today's day 4 on keto, but only day 3 of actually weighing everything and measuring it out. Now, I had some people ask me how I was feeling. So far, I seem to have a little bit of a brain fog, right? I'm having a hard time concentrating and thinking, especially later on in the day. Like, I was trying to do some client work the other night and I got it done, but man, I just found myself making stupid mistakes that I don't normally make. So brain's a little foggy. I even texted a buddy of mine, shout out Ankrum, and he calls me, he's like, dude, your text made no sense. And looking back at it, yeah, my words were all jumbled. I had the wrong people in different situations. It was a mess. So brain's a little foggy, right? They say this should clear up after a week or so. Let's hope. Your boy does not need a foggy brain. That's the worst thing ever. Secondly, the headaches have been unreal. Like last night, I was just sitting there and my head was pounding. Headache was terrible, and today it's not been as bad today, but then again it's still early in the day, so yesterday it got worse as the day progressed. So the headaches are absolutely no fun. I'm not the type of guy that ever gets a headache, at least since I quit drinking. So third side effect would be at the end of the day. Now this is a side effect I get too when I'm cutting on my low carb days, when I'm carb cycling, just completely devoid of all energy, just like moping around, having a hard time really just like getting up and getting going. So that was a side effect, and that could maybe not be the keto necessarily. Lethargy is a side effect of the keto diet from what I've read in the beginning, because you have that transition phase. Your body's literally changing on the inside, and it's learning to go from carbohydrates as energy to fat. So your body actually getting into ketosis is a taxing process in and of itself, which is what makes this diet unique, because your body literally has to relearn how it's getting energy, because everything we eat nowadays has carbohydrates in it. And the fourth side effect I would say I'm having would be I'm sick. I feel sick to my stomach. Now, this could be, I don't know. Nausea, I guess, is another side effect some people claim they have. Last night I was definitely feeling really sick to my stomach, like borderline, like that kind of sickness where you think you might throw up, but you know no matter what you're not gonna throw up, but you just feel like you're gonna throw up. That's how I felt all last night. So let's hope as we go, this gets better. Like I said, I wanna update you guys as much as I possibly can on, you know, the day to day. And I really wanna get this first week in the books and just tell you guys, like, look, this is how I'm feeling, you know? Workouts, regarding workouts. The first couple days workouts were great, right? Today my workout was great, but I noticed my pump was not very good. Typically, I'm the type of guy, I'm genetically gifted in that I'm very vascular. So I can always tell the quality of my pump because I'll get very vascular all over. Today, that was not there, and it was also a chest day. So typically, that's one of my favorite pump days, right? I get the best pump on a chest day. And hit some shoulders too, and I was pumped, but I just wasn't quite as like, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but the pump's not as good. I'm hoping this is something that also gets better as the diet goes on. So far, I'm enjoying it. It seems to be better, and I went to the store and picked up some foods, actually, since my macros have shifted, and some people were sending me good suggestions of foods. I went and actually got some stuff. I'm gonna show you that here in a second, show you kinda, I'm gonna try some stuff out before I set another meal plan in place, but I have some really cool stuff I wanna show you that's perfect for a keto diet, and thanks everybody once again for the suggestions. I always appreciate the feedback, it's great, thank you. And finally, before I show you the stuff I just got at the store, I had multiple people ask me how I determined my calorie level, right, for this diet, for this cut. Basically what I wanted to do when I determined my calorie level, if you've watched my macros 101 video, then you have a pretty clear understanding of how to find your total daily energy expenditure, set your calories for your cut, and determine your macros and all that. So I already know that I lose weight at about 2,200 calories, given my training, 40 minutes of cardio, I'm training 6 times a week. That's a really good point for me to drop weight, right? But I'm carb cycling though, so my low carb days are 1,700 calories. My high carb days, as long as they're on a crazy cheat day, is, you know, 2,200-ish, right? So I kind of just met in the middle. I thought 1,900 got me a little closer to low carb day calories, but still gave me a nice little bit. I erred more in like the middle of the two. So I wanted to do 1,900 because that's higher than my low carb days, but you know, not quite the high carb day calories. So I just set 1,900. Once you learn your body, you know, this could change too. I could drop a lot of weight real fast. I could stagnate. You gotta be able to adjust on the go. So that's the thing about fitness, man. You never truly know what's gonna work until you do it. So 1,900, that's how I settled on that. Nothing crazy. I kind of already calculated stuff. I know where my body's at. I've been doing this for a long time. I set my calories there. So let me show you guys what I got at the store. Oh, do you guys want to see something funny? So you just see me sitting here, right? You think I have to have all this fancy equipment. All I got is this little lighting guy here, shooting light off that wall back onto me because it's a dark room we're in, and I'm using my protein container as a tripod. I just sit the camera on that and turn it around and face me. Little inside look at how things work here at the RJF House of Fitness? No, House of Pain? What? I don't know. Something. House of something. Quick idea of kind of what goes on behind the scenes. All right, guys, here we go. Just unbagged all this stuff. Like I said, macros have shifted. People give me good food ideas. I should probably throw you away so I'm not tempted. Anyways, people gave me good ideas, so I went and got some stuff. Went to the store, was kind of checking labels out. So I got some Kraft mozzarella and cheddar twists, right? Check this out. We got, for a cheese stick, we only got 4 grams of fat, 60 calories, 6 grams of protein. The key here is no carbs. This will make perfect snacks that'll fit my goals. Perfect. We got some shredded cheddar cheese. These will probably be good in omelets, really whatever. Heck, I'll eat this crap by the handful. But macros, once again, I'm looking for stuff with no carbs dang near. So we got 9 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, 1 gram of carb, dietary fiber less than 1 gram. So these won't be too hard. Fit into the old diet plan. Now, this is kind of what I'm excited about. I've never made chicken drumsticks, right? But the macros for these bad boys, we got 9 grams of fat. It looks like for every 4 ounces for the edible portion. So I might take the meat off the bone when I'm done. I've never, like I said, never messed with these before. 16 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat. So this is gonna really help me hit my macros and get my protein in. Plus, who does not like chicken drumsticks? So I think I'm gonna throw these bad boys in the crock pot and see how they turn out. Bam, everybody loves bacon, right? This is what's weird though. It said sugar cured. So I checked the back out to see what was up with it. And there's still no carbs, so 5 grams protein, 7 grams fat. So this will be good with my eggs and stuff for breakfast. I think this will just be fun. Like, you know, keto doesn't have to be as boring as I thought, man. People send me a lot of good suggestions. Now, you want to keep an eye on saturated fat, make sure it's not too high, but heck, I feel for the next few days we'll live a little, right? I also got some ground pork because it was really cheap. I was looking at the macros on it. We got about 12 grams fat per 4 ounces and 20 grams of protein. So once again, I'm looking for a nice mixture of the two. And moving on, you guys know I always have a soft spot for almond butter, but I found this. I was looking at all the different ones they had. I was really trying to find a brand that I can make work with this plan, right? So less than 20 grams of net carbs is the goal. I looked here, no sodium at all, 7 grams of carbs per serving, right? 16 grams of fat, but check this out, 4 grams of fiber. So really this is only 3 grams of carbs net for me on my plan. Perfect. So you get to have your almond butter and eat it too. You know what I mean? Kind of like that cake joke that some people make, but I'm a goon. Anyways, I'm gonna give this a shot and see how this is. I'm excited to try this. Hopefully it's not hopefully it's not super bland or anything, but hey, if I can have a little bit of what I love, this will help keep me sane. And last but not least, I almost forgot about this. Wild caught pink salmon. This stuff's expensive, but has some of the healthiest fats you can get in it. And we're talking for a 4-ounce serving, we're talking 5 grams of fat, 23 grams of protein. Really good source of healthy fats here, guys. So I'm gonna try to include some more salmon in my diet. I probably don't eat enough fish as it is anyways. So yeah, that's just a real quick look at what I got at the store. You know, everybody reached out to me and I was really happy with the support and stuff. So throwing some of this stuff in should make this diet not so bad. But like I said, hopefully these headaches and stuff go away soon. But for the record, I am still fasting every day. My normal fasting protocol applies. Quit eating at about 10 p.m. and fast until about 2 p.m. the next day. Give myself an 8-hour window. I find that works really good for me. And I will say so far on this diet, the cravings have not been bad. You know, I think a lot of it too though is when I know that I'm making a series for you guys, right? It really makes me not want to cheat. It makes me want to do the best that I can. So, you know, when I'm not currently on like a cutting series or I'm not currently doing anything like that, like it's real easy for me to justify the pizza and the bad stuff. But when I know for sure that I have to show up and do it for you guys, then it's not really that difficult. So that's another thing I always preach. Set a goal for yourself and set one and make yourself accountable. Post on social media. Tell everybody what you're gonna do because that's only gonna help you stick to your goal to prove everybody that doubted you wrong. So I wasn't sure how I was gonna cook this. I'm just gonna follow normal chicken breast protocol and throw it in the crock pot for 4 hours because YOLO, right? I ain't got time to Google this. I'm just gonna throw it in there, no flavors, no seasonings, and we're gonna set this bad boy. Well, lid it first, and then set this bad boy like I would normal chicken breast. Boom, 4 hours. So, this should be a tasty treat come about dinner time. Leave me a comment, let me know if there's a better way to cook these, because I'm just gonna throw them in here. Oh, another thing real quick. Bought some new aminos today, uncaffeinated, that way I can kind of mix them with my water, but this brand in particular has a candy theme. So I got Dorks, which is supposed to be nerds, flavored aminos. Then we also got Sour Batch. I will let you guess what this is supposed to be. Come on, you have 3 seconds. 1, 2, okay, yeah, Sour Patch. Patch. You changed 1 letter. It wasn't that hard, Frank. Wasn't that hard. Anyways, though, yeah, excited to give these guys a shot. I tried a little bit of the powder. I'm a dry scooping guy, you know that, but I haven't really mixed them up. So which one do I want to do first? Do I want the Sour Batch or do I want the Dorks? I can't just say dorks when I say dorks. It's gotta come from the gut. We're gonna do Sour Batch because I feel like that's the golden ticket right there. And some people say the internet was a real game changer, but you know what the real game changer is? Collapsible funnel. Boom. See? Check that out. You put that thing in your pocket on the go, mix up your drinks. That is just a genius invention right there. Up there with the telephone, GPS, The Walking Dead, 3D movies, seedless grapes, Monsanto. I love doing taste tests, guys, because it really, almost like I try it before you buy it, right? Is that how this works? Is that what my channel has degraded to? This is like the try it before you buy it channel. I just need to drop fitness and we'll just turn this into the try it before you buy it channel vicariously through Remington. All right, down to business. Brass tacks. Nah, but really, 3 scoops seems to have flavored that extremely well, which you don't get with some branched chain amino brands, and it tastes really good, so win-win. Another side effect, guys. I don't know if I should be telling you this or not, but I always pledge to keep things 100% real. I just went to the restroom and my pee smells funny. Like musty, like an old suitcase full of leather-bound books and your grandma's old scarves. That's what my pee smells like right now. TMI, too much info? Comment below if that is too much info, but I'm keeping it real, guys, you know? Oh, crap. I probably just lost like 500 subscribers. Don't worry, Drake. I'm not gonna let these women keep breaking your heart. I'm just not gonna let that happen. I got your back, buddy. Pound it. Okay guys, that marks the end of this video. Just a quick little thing I wanted to get together. I didn't want to mislead you guys at all. I didn't want you to think from the last video that I was going to run that same meal plan the entire time. After the feedback I got, once again, thank you guys, I decided to switch things up. So hopefully I gave you guys good enough reasonings as to why, and you understand why that shift needed to be made, and hopefully you got some value out of this video. You know, this series, I still want to implement stuff into this video that is of value to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. As always, you guys are incredible. Some of the best subscribers a guy could ask for, really. So with that, I am out. Do not forget to like my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not currently subscribed. And don't forget to leave a comment and let me know ideas for future stuff, because I always love that. By the way, filming a workout video tomorrow. So some people have been asking me for more workout content. Well, me and my boy Troy are gonna hit up the gym tomorrow with old Jared, and we are gonna get a nice arm workout in, and hopefully show you guys some techniques we like to use, and hopefully get Jared lifting some weights for the humor aspect as well. So I don't think every video needs to be so serious. I try to add in humor. I try to make people laugh, because I think that is one thing missing from today's society. Not enough people smile and not enough people laugh. Everybody wants to be so serious all the time. Everybody wants to get offended by something. Heck, if I ever say something that offends you, I apologize. I don't do it on purpose. My goal is not to hurt anybody. My goal is to just try to make people laugh and make people smile. So anyways, guys, have a great day. I will talk to you guys soon, and be on the lookout for more videos on this series, because like I said, I'm keeping it as real as I possibly can, and I'm gonna try to deliver as much content to you guys documenting this entire process. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys. See ya.